You know, with all the storylines that could have happened in Gintama, we get one of the best. It was incredibly, actually, quite enjoyable. But then again, focusing on characters who actually have somewhat of a story and through fare, with heart and soul behind it, and a chance for Gintoki to have a bit more personality. Ah, I remember the preview now. It was Sato, wasn't it? We haven't really followed his story at all since the he's not really hiding that, is he? Since the combination of his story and the mother. At least the friend is direct. You'll just have to share. Do you really think they'd just let him go without anything there? Is there a reason why he is so intent on escaping social interaction? But he's just... He did actually have lunch? Tree lunch. This was slightly higher production value on the just going for the trees. And while those two are working... Okay, we know for sure that this opening is not real because Hasegawa has a job. Hasn't been immediately fired. There's a lot of insects in this, and whether or not it's symbolic at all. I really hope that means we're going to see more of the Shogun. But it's... We know Sato kind of grew up in that less than righteous town, but there wasn't anything that really gave away this kind of personality and sneaking off, avoiding lunches, or being seen with people. I mean, there could be two things about it. One, it's going overboard, or it's terrible. Is it... going overboard? Need to keep his strength. Maybe that's the you know, he's going through a lot of food and wasting it, which is horrible to see, but maybe that might be the reason why he's not really showing off for his lunchbox. I don't know. Personally, I'd say if I brought in something like that, we'd make quite a few more friends. So look at all this shit I've got. I mean, all you have to do is offer a few things. You got more than enough to share there. Instant credit. Sometimes being seen as normal is the best we can hope for. That is his dream. You're asking her for normal, motherly, like, cooking advice? It's now turned into a dire situation for him. She has a point. So going from extravagant to now, what, torturous? Normal size. But still, without having looked inside it. Don't just take the lid off on... Ha. How that rice keeps its shape is interesting. To be fair, not bad. How hard did she try? Which means that there can... Oh, shit. Means there could only be one downfall. Some horrid prank punchline. Is there going to be live bees inside it? Oh no, it's Russian roulette. Now who's going to be the unlucky victim? Oh. I don't think that is edible. That might be why it kept its shape so well. I wonder why. You know, you'd think that the surprise would be a little less... or something you'd actually bring into school. Of course, after failing so horribly, a swift talking down. Quite a... I'd be fine with that lunch. Is he even able to have lunch with, you know, the dentist bill racking up quite large? Have to have everything blended up into a paste for a while. Ah, so who are you going to call to do it instead? The fact that she's acting as though, yeah, pretty much nothing was wrong. It was kind of shocking to see blood pouring out of your face. So if you want, you can have some actual lunch, not whatever's been prepared there. This is going above and beyond what any school student would actually do. Really? You're punishing her after being so nice? Maybe wow. She's going for the, distant... She's really zooming through what it's... this family life, isn't she? Are there many characters in this, apart from Shinpachi, who's the kind of motherly type? You know, whenever these lot kind of get together and their sharp barbs of insults get thrown around. I mean, maybe it wouldn't be so pleasing if it wasn't entirely true what they're saying. A full hog roast. Goes hunting for his own meal this time. I was joking. There was enough to share with the class. I mean, did he have to unwrap it to find out what was inside? Oh, for God's sake. Is there going to be a rule of three? We're going to get the same punchline later? How has he survived so far? He's must be hungry for so long. You know, it's strange that her inedible egg dishes are somewhat higher up on the list of things you'd actually want in your lunch. Yeah, that seems about right. You know, with all of these looking out for his best interests, we are witnessing the birth of one of the strongest characters ever. It's one way to handle separation. There's no talk about separating assets if one of them vanishes. That might make him popular in class. Oh, she's eaten well. And he's going to fall Oh, he's gonna be tripped. Unintentionally. Okay. Oh, for God's sake, Kagura! What, you're gonna stop blaming? Yeah. What's his issue? Sure, he'd probably endangered the class by that giant monster, but... And is this one an actual lunch and it's... seemed normal enough. But he's not had a great day. That's a waste. Are they though? It does mean that she's not trying. I mean, I didn't imagine it was going to go there. Sure, he's upset and everything, and when tensions run high, you say things. Not something I can personally relate to. I'm sure there's been more than enough cases of people saying something like that to their non-biological family. Well, you can. And I guess there's going to be somewhat one there to pick him up when he's down. Well, she has to make some extra lunch for him tomorrow. Okay, so they're going to bond over not having mothers. It's only half case for Seta. Probably, although I can't actually remember a time that me and my mother had a falling out like that. That's surprisingly deep for a child to come out with. Like, he has... Everything's fine. So he's known the pain of losing a real mother. So the second time around. So when was it that he started not eating them? At what point did he start to take note? I seriously hope so. That's why he was so harsh. But then he would have also known that she didn't skip school because she was tired of. And now one of his most antagonistic people in his class will probably mellow out slightly. He's coming back with gusto. Nothing goes to waste. All those past meals. He should join some competitive eating teams. He doesn't have enough to share today, though. He doesn't have a choice. Now, where did Seta learn to smile like that? It's almost as if he's had a few role models. For better or worse. Oh, how fickle their minds are about him. You poor sods. They're going to have to get poison control down. They're not ready. They haven't built up the tolerance. Oh, we're getting a double new. Is this entire one going to be Sadaharu? Much like just making lunches, you don't realise how much just this kind of simple things that family do in life really can matter to some people. They were the ones with the other dog. The Shrine Priestess girls. Yeah, I think I remember them. Well, there's been worse things to find down alleyways. What is with this intense style of editing? Is it trying to do a Japanese TV drama style or something? Yeah, and like I started to say, you don't really realise how much family does for each other. Simple things, making lunches, waking you up in the morning, possibly taking care of you when you're ill. Well, in my case, completely ignoring you when you have pneumonia. And it's not until you're put in a situation where something is slightly out of the ordinary, like with the other classmates in Seta. They have lunch like normal. So when he's an outlier, something's weird and strange, not quite normal. How awkward he would feel about it. And I would say now I wouldn't be bothered in the slightest. I'd take pretty much all of them, apart from the inedible eggs, and just eat lunch. But back when I was in school, yeah, probably would feel somewhat like Sata, wanting to not really show off the feast, or lack of, in front of me. But you can see that at least some of them genuinely care, and they tried. And then the others just there for the punchline. I'll let you guess which is which. But at least Sata has made some new friends. I hope they stick around and not just there for the extra food. Even if he is going to have an excess in quite a lot every day. And now that I think about it, I don't believe I had lunches made for me when I was more than a few years into middle school. Too old at that point. Make your own lunch. Of course, there's two ways to go then. Either learn how to cook, do something nice for yourself, like that girl who's taking care of her entire family in the absence of a mother, or let's see what I can find in the cupboards to make a sandwich this time. I'm pretty sure that's probably the reason as to why I can eat pretty much anything now. But now we have Sata slightly happier in himself in his temple school with his mother and extra surrogate mothers, despite his refusals. We're going to have to move on to more storylines in Gintama, some that may actually have nothing to do with any sort of moral lesson at all. I'm kind of intrigued to see the characters that have been shown off a little bit in the opening. So if you enjoyed this one, let me know. Leaving a like and a comment on this video is a great way to show your appreciation. It really helps out the channel. And as it's completely free, why not consider subscribing to the channel? You can cancel at any time, but you won't miss future uploads of Gintama then. Maybe. Get some rest. Eat well. See you in the next one. My patrons are always making my lunches for me, so I need to thank Electric Ant, Arthea, Noku, Raywin, Shiwan, Mecha, Matt, Stinsfire, Jennifer Rojas, Girly, Kite, Saltytron, Cardboard, Dark Shadow 7899 and everyone else. Because somehow, I have not yet gone hungry, and my diet consists of hopefully more than just burnt eggs and sharp metal instruments. And if you want to help my diet of anime and, well, more YouTube, consider joining on to Patreon as well.